summit in The Hague and also take key decisions to enhance our deterrence and defense. We will also address our continued support for Ukraine and the urgent need for peace. The world is becoming more dangerous. There's Russia's brutal war against Ukraine, the threat of terrorism, and intense global competition. We will continue to protect our people and our way of life. So we must make NATO a stronger, fair, and more lethal alliance. At this ministerial, we are going to take a huge leap forward. We will strengthen our deterrence and defense by agreeing ambitious new capability targets. These targets set out what forces and concrete capabilities the Allies need to provide to strengthen our deterrence and defense. Air and missile defense, long-range weapons, logistics, large land maneuver formations are among our top priorities. We need more resources, forces and capabilities so that we are prepared to face any threat and to implement our collective defense plans in full. To deliver on our new targets, it's clear that we will need significantly higher defense spending. That underpins everything. European allies and Canada have been stepping up. And I expect that most, if not all allies, will reach the initial aim of spending 2% of GDP on defense this year. Many have invested or have plans to invest much, much more. But we have to go further and we have to go faster. So we will discuss the urgent need to increase defense spending for our core military requirements and for defense-related investments, including infrastructure and resilience. A new defense investment plan will be at the heart of the NATO summit in The Hague. And an essential part of investing more is ensuring there is supply to meet our increased demand. So we will work to increase defense production. This is needed so that our militaries have the critical capabilities they need. This is good for our security and, by the way, also good for our economies. Defense spending keeps us safe, but it also creates jobs across the alliance. We will also address NATO's continued support for Ukraine and the need to bring an end to this terrible war. Later today, NATO allies, partners and Ukraine will take part in a meeting of the Ukraine Defense Contact Group, chaired by Germany and the United Kingdom. This will focus on continued support for Ukraine as it fights back against Russian aggression. And we fully support President Trump's efforts to stop the bloodshed with a just and lasting peace. NATO's long-term support to Ukraine is not about prolonging the war. It is about ensuring Ukraine can defend itself now and prevent any future aggression. Allies will also meet in the NATO-Ukraine Council tomorrow with Minister Umerov and EU High Representative Kallas. Minister Umerov will give an update on the battlefield and offer Ukraine's assessment on the search for peace. We are at a pivotal moment for our security. Make no mistake, NATO is strong today and we will become even stronger. Strong defenses send a clear message. No one should ever think of attacking us. Finally, nuclear deterrence is the cornerstone of alliance security. And tomorrow this ministerial will conclude with a regular meeting of the Nuclear Planning Group. The fundamental purpose of NATO's nuclear capability is to preserve peace, prevent coercion and deter aggression. And with that, I'm ready to take your questions.